How to identify your mental blocks and why they're holding you back. Have you ever felt stuck, like there's an invisible wall between you and your goals? You know what you want, you know what you need to do, but something in you just won't let you move forward. That something is a mental block, and today I'm going to show you exactly how to identify the blocks that have been silently shaping your life. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm your name, and around here we talk about personal growth, mindset mastery, identity transformation, and breaking through the internal barriers that keep you from becoming the highest, most aligned version of yourself. Today's topic is powerful because before you can shift your identity, before you can manifest a new reality, you have to see what's been holding you back. So let's dive into the world of mental blocks, what they are, how they show up, and how to finally break free. Section 1. What are mental blocks? Mental blocks are invisible psychological obstacles that interfere with your ability to think clearly, make decisions, or take action. Think of them like subconscious scripts running quietly in the background, influencing everything you do, without you even realizing it. And here's the tricky part. Mental blocks don't feel like blocks. They feel like reality. They feel like just the way I am. They feel like facts. That's why they're so powerful and so sneaky. But here's the good news. Once you learn to identify them, once you shine light on them, you instantly take back control. So let's break down the 5 most common types. Section 2. The 5 main types of mental blocks. Type 1. Perfectionism. First up, perfectionism. And let's be honest, perfectionism wears a very convincing disguise. It pretends to be high standards, ambition, and excellence, but it's not. Perfectionism is fear, dressed up as productivity. Here's how to identify it. You delay starting because you don't feel fully prepared. You obsess over tiny details to avoid the bigger, scarier tasks. You fear making mistakes to the point where you avoid action altogether. You have projects you never finish because they're never good enough. The truth is, perfectionism doesn't stop you from beginning. It stops you from finishing. It's the quiet voice that says, it's not ready yet, even when it absolutely is. Type 2. Imposter syndrome. Next is imposter syndrome, the belief that you don't deserve your achievements and that you're one mistake away from being exposed as a fraud. Signs include downplaying your accomplishments, feeling like your success came from luck, timing, or other people, overworking to prove your worth, avoiding opportunities because you don't feel qualified, feeling undeserving of praise. Here's the giveaway. Even with evidence of your success, degrees, experience, results, you still think you're not enough. Imposter syndrome disconnects you from your own power. Type 3. Limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs. These are the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what's possible for you. Common examples are, I'm not creative. I'm terrible with money. I'm not a people person. Success isn't for people like me. I'm too old or too young to start. These beliefs usually come from early experiences or things people said that you internalized. They get stored in your subconscious and shape your decisions automatically. To identify them, listen to what follows the phrases, I can't, I always. People like me don't. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from, and who would I be without it? Type 4. Fear of failure or success. Next is a big one, fear-based paralysis, which comes in 2 forms, fear of failure and fear of success. Fear of failure looks like avoiding new opportunities, quitting too soon, making excuses, staying in your comfort zone even when it hurts. Fear of success is more subtle, self-sabotage when things start going well, feeling uncomfortable with visibility, downplaying your wins, worrying that success will bring judgment or loss, feeling unworthy of good things. Fear of failure asks, what if I'm not enough? Fear of success asks, what if I am enough and everything changes? Both keep you frozen. Both block your evolution. Type 5. All or nothing thinking. The 5th mental block is all or nothing thinking, the belief that if you're not perfect, you're failing. Signs include, one slip makes you abandon your whole plan. One missed day becomes a missed week. One mistake becomes a reason to quit. You use extreme words like always, never, everyone, no one. You struggle with moderation in general. This mindset kills consistency, and consistency is everything. The moment you're not perfect, you stop. And since perfection isn't real, you get stuck in a cycle of restarts. To identify this one, pay attention to your language and notice if you treat minor setbacks as major catastrophes. Section 3. How to identify your blocks. Now that you know the types, let's figure out which ones are running your life. Here's a simple but powerful exercise. Step 1. Journal 10 minutes about an area where you feel stuck. Step 2. Highlight statements that sound like limitations, excuses, or fears. Use the 5 whys. For each belief, ask, why do I believe this? 5 times. Every layer gets you closer to the real root issue. Step 4. Reality check it. Is this belief objectively true, or is it a story? Look for evidence against the belief too. That's where breakthroughs happen. Step 5. Pay attention to your physical responses. Mental blocks often show up as tightness, heaviness, avoidance, or a sudden urge to distract yourself. And here's the biggest sign you've hit a real mental block: resistance. If a thought feels uncomfortable to look at, that's where the block lives. Section 4. Why this matters. Mental blocks don't show up to punish you. They show up because at some point in your life, they were trying to protect you. But you're not who you were anymore. Your identity is evolving. Your reality is expanding. Your future is calling for a version of you who is no longer governed by outdated programming. Seeing your mental blocks is the first step to outgrowing them permanently. Conclusion, 3:20 to 4:20. Everyone has mental blocks. It doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human. The difference between people who transform their lives and those who repeat the same cycles is simple. One group becomes aware of their blocks, and the other lives at their mercy. So here's your challenge. Pick one area of your life where you feel stuck. Do the exercise. Find the block. Name it. Because what you can name, you can change. Thank you for being here with me today. And remember, you were never meant to stay small. You were never meant to stay hidden behind old stories or outdated identities. You are here to rise, to evolve, to become the most extraordinary, enlightened, powerful version of yourself. So keep going, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next video, where together we continue turning your highest self into your new reality.